And we're back with another financial astrology update video on AMC and GameStop. DD, you absolutely cannot get anywhere else. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, and today you're watching a market moon lord. Oh, you guys thought we were done? Not even. The real ones know that we're about to enter eclipse season, and you guys know how I feel about eclipse season. Almost every single time we get an eclipse, it marks the top or the bottom. And since we've been falling down, I'm going to go ahead and say the bottom is near. Now we have two eclipses coming up. We have one on the 14th this Friday. I know the video said it was the 13th, but our time zone, it is the 14th at like 2 a.m. And then we have another one, I think on the 29th, which that one will be a new moon. So it's very interesting setup. But if we look at AMC right here, you guys remember when I made a huge deal out of this eclipse, and look what happened after that eclipse. You know, we saw as high as over 100% since that eclipse over there, right? And now we're literally, let me make this bigger. Now we're literally back at that eclipse. Let me hide some of this stuff. Okay. So, eclipse I want to say was here. That was the bottom. And we're still above that, right? But if I move this up a little bit where my eclipse launch pad was before, and you can see we're literally right on my last eclipse launch pad, which is very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna say if we hold this bottom right here, pretty much $3, this will probably be the bottom. And I would imagine that there's a good chance that since this is a full moon and we're already been going down, unless we see reversal coming in, we could see another full moon drop. But by the time the new moon eclipse happens, which is be on March 29th or March 26th, one of the two, that will be during ARE season, which will be the astrological new year, which is very, very interesting, right? So I would imagine that either this eclipse will be the bottom or the following eclipse in March will be the bottom. Okay. And we're right on the last eclipse launch pad, which is very, very, very interesting. So this particular eclipse will be happening in the sign of Virgo. That is an earth energy, is a more stabilizing energy. So I do like that. It's not like super crazy. However, the fact that this eclipse is happening literally 48 hours before Mercury retrograde does kind of signal there could be like a big moment of volatility this week and the following week during that Mercury retrograde. Okay. So I would be looking to make a play around these areas before that second eclipse in March, which will be after the astrological new year, marking ARE season. Okay. Now for GameStop, GameStop is way above where it was from that last eclipse, but it's still on the downtrend. So I would imagine that it's getting ready to go back on an uptrend after these two eclipses, hopefully after this first eclipse on the 14th. Okay, so what we want to see is we want to see increase in volume late this week, and we want to see you know, hopefully by Wednesday we might see some green days, but I could imagine we're gonna drop at the beginning of the week and then slowly maybe consolidate, and maybe on Friday we might get a little bit of green, and then leading into Monday of next week, not this coming Monday but the following Monday, that's when we can really see the push on this phase. Or we have to wait until the new moon around the 26th, and let me give you the exact date on that. 29th, excuse me, on the 29th, which might be a better time for that, so we can get back on track on growing on the waxing phase. Okay, or we can get a double phase increase. That would be awesome. But I will say that this is a very unique time for maybe making an astrological financial astrology play on either this full moon eclipse or the new moon eclipse. So I will be focusing on these stocks particularly the next couple weeks, because I'm looking to make a big play. Definitely going to be accumulating some more throughout the week, but maybe looking for some awesome plays towards the end of the week. I do plan on looking over Tesla separately and DJT separately. Let's take a look at AMC's chart right here. what we can see for this eclipse, I have March 14th open. It's 2 a.m. right now. Is we have a lot of energy in Pisces. Okay, we have Neptune, the North Node, the Sun, and Saturn in the sign of Pisces, with the eclipse opposing it in the sign of Virgo. So Virgo is a very detail-oriented type sign. Pisces is more of like the gray areas, and the Saturn is like authority, and so is the Moon. So it's almost like, you know, things are we might be getting more into the details, and the eclipse lasts for 6 months, so we may be getting some of the details and manipulation that's been going on. Some of the secrets could be getting showed in this phase for this eclipse. Okay, but remember, the eclipse energy is a lasting energy. It's not like a 2-week cycle, like a full moon, regular full moon, new moon, right? But I am looking forward to this eclipse marking a bottom potentially, or and that could mean that we get another big drop on this eclipse, just for us to start climbing on the following new moon on the 29th of March. So stay tuned. You know, I'm going to be paying attention on this, and I'll call out any moonshots that I see on these plays. Until next time, I'm Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusion of life. You're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we emerge the matrix with the stars. Until next time, peace.